Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is March the 27th, 2018. Strong hand. Long-term thinking. You got to be patient, dudes. All right, Blockchain Center, thank you down in Melbourne, Australia for sending this to me, Martin. I'm representing you tonight, baby. Hey, check out the link section below if you want to get your Trezor Ledger Nano t-shirts, all that good thing, all those good things. Discount codes are below. My cryptocurrency addresses are also listed below. And the link to the show that I just posted like a half an hour ago is below too. Super secret show that I'm not even promoting other than right this second. All right. I also want to thank BitcoinToTheMoon.com. He had another blog post about the video that I mentioned them in last night. So check that out. Also, check out the links to the Denver event that's coming up and the Los Angeles event if you want to get tickets to those that I will be speaking at. Los Angeles, April 17th, Denver, April 25th. Wow, that's all coming up so soon. And again, this Saturday, there will be no show because of Passover. But usually I post a new show here every single day. Oh, my God. The pros and the cons of having a known leadership team for your altcoin. Okay, there are definitely a lot of cons. We'll get into them in a second. I mean, some of the pros are, there's some interesting personalities out there, honest people like Charlie Lee. And you're like, well, Charlie Lee's awesome. I want to get behind Litecoin. Or, this team seems really professional. I know them. They're all smart. I want to get behind them. But then we have certain personalities that are controversial. And obviously, all the coins but Bitcoin have people that can be tracked down and arrested and blackmailed. That's not good. But then some other cons are like when you have really outspoken type of guys. And to a point where part of the community gets annoyed at those outspoken developers, outspoken, faces of that coin, and they decide to fork off. And good luck to them, to the people who want to fork off. I'm all for all sorts of friendly forks, whatever you want to do, crypto dividends, whatever you want to call them. And we have a situation, and this has been mentioned here before. Fluffy Pony, who is obviously an outspoken individual, a guy that a lot of people like, the lead developer at Monero. He's a big personality on Twitter, and he likes to use the term scam. And I remember back when Tone Bays was doing the scam series, and Tone told me, Fluffy is gonna do the one for Dash. And I knew before, like anyone knew. And I said to him, this is going to be your most popular show ever because this is insane. And at the time, it was Tone's most popular show ever at that time. I was correct. Because people, Dash and Monero are these big competitors back then, at least. And all of a sudden, you have the guy that's the face of Monero just going all out against Dash. And it's controversial. And he doesn't shy away from that type of thing and calling Dash a scam, and he calls everything a scam. He calls a lot of things a scam. And we've got all these old school cryptocurrency guys who really abuse the word scam. Because BitConnect, now that's a scam. You can't say that MoneroV is BitConnect. People get MoneroV for free. People get Bprivate for free. The whole BitConnect thing was you buy into this. You buy into this, and it was a total Ponzi scheme setup from the start. It was unsustainable. So a lot of people, they see Fluffy Pony making these comments about various, you know, I mean, a lot of it's been about MoneroV lately, and it all goes back to, you know, if he wasn't so outspoken, if he wasn't so controversial, there would be no MoneroV, and there, you know, it doesn't exist yet, but there'd be no plans for MoneroV to be born on April the 5th. I mean, that's part of the reason these guys are doing it, because they're tired of Fluffy Pony, and that's their prerogative. But what I saw today on Twitter is just a reminder of, I mean, he can alienate a lot of people in cryptocurrency, and a lot of people point to characters like him and say, you know, this is the problem with cryptocurrency. It doesn't seem very professional. It's immature at times. It's, I mean, faces of a coin, of a financial instrument, just yelling scam. It's the boy who cried wolf type of thing, where you're calling everything a scam until when there's a real scam, no one believes you anymore, because you called everything a scam. So Giuseppe Studo was involved in this tweet storm, and I linked to Giuseppe's tweet. And basically, someone had tweeted an article out about Monero, how it wasn't as private as people thought it should be, and that Bprivate was an interesting alternative. And, you know, I'm not going to get into the technical details or whatever. And Fluffy Pony immediately, he commented on it, on the article, and that's his prerogative, saying, you know, this article, you know, he didn't like the article or whatever, which is fine. But then he says, and by the way, Bprivate is a scam. And Giuseppe took the high road, and he just replied in a very professional, firm manner. And it shows you the difference. You know, that Giuseppe is a representative of the Bprivate team. He took a firm, professional stance. And he said, you know, if you have questions, you know, come to me, Fluffy Pony. But, you know, Fluffy Pony continued, you know, with his, like, you know, balls to the walls. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam type of thing. That's his line. That's what his little his character is about. And it is a character almost. And it's not a character that, I mean, you want to be the main person behind one of the biggest cryptocurrencies on earth, Monero, is like, is a little character of some sort that just yells scam, scam, scam. And this is why we have MoneroV. This is why I'm excited about MoneroV, to see, like, well, can these guys do a professional job handling Monero? Because there's a lot of people that have different complaints about Monero. Maybe they're going to take it in a different direction. They've been totally professional about the whole thing, okay? They've been attacked by Fluffy Pony and the people who just like to yell scam, scam, and scam. Just because you don't like a project doesn't mean it's a scam, people. There's professional ways of addressing it. Come up with some arguments, okay? Don't just yell bad words at people or call it a scam, because the meaning of the words, and there's so many people in the space that are guilty of this. And one of the sad things about this is that a lot of the people that yell scam are veterans of the space, and they should know better. They should know better because they've been around, they've seen what's collapsed, BitConnect, and they've seen what hasn't. So if you don't like a project, you know, attack it professionally from the roots, and just be professional about it is what I recommend. And it's better for the entire space, because if you're going to be unprofessional, there's going to be blowback toward you, and MoneroV is the blowback toward Fluffy Pony. And good luck to the guys at MoneroV. I'm excited about it, and I want them to do well. I have Monero, obviously, because people have given it to me. I look forward to this MoneroV thing. And, you know, coincidentally, today, MoneroV comes out with incredible news. So while on the Monero side, you have their main guy ripping on Bprivate for some reason, you know, because some guy had a tweet that mentioned Bprivate in it that showed an article that had some controversial things about Monero in it. So here is the MoneroV news is, you know, the major exchange, HitBTC, is going to I didn't even quote the tweet. I linked to the tweet. They're going to carry MoneroV. They're going to sell MoneroV, hit BTC. And I think they're also going to split your Monero that's on there. So and I don't recommend you keep your coins on an exchange, but the MoneroV people told all of you, be patient. They delayed their day of being born, the split day, until April the 30th. And the reason was they were trying to line up exchanges. Well, they just lined up hit BTC to do everything, to sell it and to split it. So good for them. Good luck to them. That's why you got to be patient with these type of projects, okay? And again, a lot of people jump on the scam train because they're not patient people. They're like, well, if it's going down in value, it's a scam. Bprivate's going down in value, so it's a scam. I mean, there's no logic or patience behind a lot of these accusations. And it's just, and it's for people that should know better. It's real. A lot of these scam accusations are from smart people who should know better. And so this is my challenge to everyone out there. I'm trying to be as respectable as possible. Before you throw the word around, just think about what you're saying. Because you know what? Everyone knows I am not a big fan of Bcash. I don't like the confusion that it causes, okay? Because certain people over there want to make it out to be the real Bitcoin or whatever, and it's just a crypto dividend. But here's something we all have to say as professionals. Bcash it's an unfriendly fork, but that doesn't make it a scam. Bcash is not a scam. You don't have to buy it. You got it for free. It's not set up to collapse. The guys that are in it, they're people building businesses. Lorian Gamaroff is building a freaking business based on it, okay? And you might not like Lorian. I like him. He's my friend, okay? But he's not building something on a scam. It's a real block. It's just Bitcoin. It's a different Bitcoin that's some people are trying to make it out to be the real Bitcoin. It's not. But it's not a scam either. So the word is thrown around so much. It's used and abused. And I'm not here promoting Bcash at all. You guys all understand that. I'm trying to make a point here about what's going on with you know what? If you really believe Bitcoin is the one, okay, that one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin, you don't need to call anything, any altcoin that's not a scam, okay? You don't need to call. And if you think your coin, you think your altcoin is the best altcoin on earth, the best privacy coin on earth, you don't have to call its competitors or its forks scams if you really feel that. Because people are going to start to wonder about your confidence in what you're talking about. If you got to just call things scams. I mean, they're going to wonder if you've got questions yourself about your underlying asset. All right, everyone. I haven't said pound that like button yet, but do pound that like button. And if you're in the chat, we can do the super chat. You can ask me questions about this. I'm sure a lot of you have some interesting questions. But all right. I wish I quoted them, but yeah, good job, MoneroV. April 30th, we'll see. The old school guys, unfriendly forks. I mentioned that. All right. Money Triggs. I thought of Money Triggs today when I saw this Tour de Meester tweet. It says Bitmain may be calling the bluff of Ethereum transition to proof of stake. Bitmain, Baikal, and Halang are all developing and will soon be selling Ethereum ASICs. Here is one article. Okay, I linked to that tweet below. Everything that I talk about is linked to below, by the way, in the notes section below. But you know what? I thought of Money Triggs was when Money Triggs was on This Week in Bitcoin. He said that maybe, you know what? Maybe Ethereum is still going to go proof of work. Okay, I mean proof of proof of stake. Excuse me. And that Ethereum Classic, which is proof of work, is going to stay proof of work. And that all of this, there's behind the scenes stuff that's going to help Ethereum Classic. That maybe Bitmain knows something that everyone else doesn't know. That a lot of stuff is going to transition to Ethereum Classic while Ethereum goes proof of stake. That, you know, this is why Bitmain is they're not calling a bluff. They're you know, they're developing these ASICs for Ethereum Classic. That there's going to be a massive move to Ethereum Classic. We talked that Money Triggs was the first person to bring such theories up. I'm reminded by it again because we're hearing that, you know, for some reason, even though Ethereum is supposed to be going proof of stake, Bitmain and all these guys are working on Ethereum ASICs. Okay, so we'll see. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, Andreas Antonopoulos. He says, one more faulty comparison of paper wallets and hardware wallet security. Paper wallets are not more secure than hardware wallets. You need to generate them securely, and that's almost impossible. Wow. So there you go, guys. Another reason I like hardware wallets over paper wallets. I'm not a paper wallet dude, and it's not that easy to extract your Bitcoin from them. Finally, this is the end of the Bitcoin part of the show, the end of the cryptocurrency part of the show. I want to talk about the MGTOW video maker Human. He came out with this video, I think it was today, that's his best video ever. And you don't have to be a man, you don't have to be a MGTOW to learn from this video. He actually mentions MGTOW on it. So Vention, if you're watching this, you should watch this video that I'm linking to below. But he talks about how there are no quick fixes in life and that you have to have the will, okay? You have to have the will. You just can't say slogans. You just can't say you're a MGTOW or whatever. I mean, you got to live it. You got to really go your own way. And that's go your own way in life. Be independent. Just don't come up with sayings about being independent. Actually be independent. Live an independent lifestyle. Self-discipline is freedom. Think about that, people. Self-discipline. Discipline is freedom. If you can be strict with yourself, if you can get into a pattern where you get yourself healthy, where you get your mind right, where you don't succumb to peer pressure. You're just a truly independent person because of your discipline, your self-discipline. I mean, that is freedom. And it's just everything that he was saying about independence all reminded me of my own way of life. And that is to be in motion. And just don't say be in motion. Actually get out there, network with people, whether it be on the internet, get into business ventures, buy Bitcoin. So, okay. And that's not easy stuff. It's not a quick fix because it's not a quick thing to just do it. You got to save money to get that Bitcoin. All right. So do you guys have the will? Do you have the will to change? Do you have the will to be a better person? Because if you don't, then you shouldn't be in the cryptocurrency game if you don't have the will. I mean, this is not all about talking and about getting into arguments and about calling things scams. It's about doing. It's not living vicariously through others. It's it's this new, what is it? Oh God, I forgot it. Independence, baby. It's independent. Now I'm rambling on here. It is late at night, definitely. All right, that's enough. You're inspired, hopefully. Get out there, do something, make yourself a better person. Pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, this Route Meister. Someone just did something in the super chat. Hang on. Henry Law said each MGTOW should have at least 10 Bitcoins. You know, I said something like that a long time ago. At this point, each should try to have one. Shoot for one, because that's the one Bitcoin show. Remember, start out with one, then you can move on to 10. And Henry Law, you are freaking awesome. I'll see you guys in the chat. Bye-bye.